What's good, people? It's your boy Femzilla, and we are back with another video. Guys, we're playing the Outer Worlds 2. I've got like a long storied history with the Outer Worlds. I think I got it on Game Pass when I had first gotten my Xbox. I want to say it was Xbox One. I can't actually remember what console this game came out on, but it was very early Game Pass because I was like, oh my god, I could get Game Pass and play all these new games. But I never ended up beating the game. Really, really enjoyed it. And with the Outer Worlds 2 coming out, I was just like, why not? Let's replay it. Let's get back into the vibe. I love an Obsidian RPG type beat. So yeah, I just thought I'd play this for you, get myself warmed up for the Outer Worlds 2, which I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna edit this series. I was thinking of like doing just full upload let's plays of me playing it. But I was also thinking of like editing it like a mini TV show, like a mini series. I'm not too sure. I'll figure this out as I go along. I hope you enjoy. Something that you could just fall asleep to or just watch if you wanted to get the story of the Outer Worlds before you play the Outer Worlds 2. Um, yeah, any suggestions, just leave them down in the comments. Love and appreciate you all, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.
Keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects. Ah!
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try... Yes, nailed it that time. The Hope? Is that some sort of... Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but... You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
What just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
here before you get yourself killed? Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't off. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient... I just... you know. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting... You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna...
Here we go. Company ammo.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Intruders are not authorized to access the Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel. I detect an elevated heart rate. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property. I am incapable of accepting. I deduce from the tone of your voice that I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister... Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to...
you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory. You talk too pretty for a Marauder. Most of them ain't safe out here. You... Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice. Definitely not the junior in humor. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Look, you obviously ain't a Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues. Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, you'll find him in town. All except Ludwig.
Beats working at the cannery.
I can really go for some saltuna.
Thank the law. You ever swung a truncheon? I'm talking about mechanical soldiers. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on, I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. They have sent a scout. This scout must not be permitted. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller. Unofficially, strictly.
Searching for repair bay. Damage to navigation systems. Navigations attempting to misdirect. Warning.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is Legion. Can... Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory's the... On the double, soldier.
You're safer inside the walls.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
You read the latest report?
Franklin said we ain't making our...
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? There's a workbench right through this door. Time's on. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, there's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out. Don't tell any. Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly,
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using... Small words for me. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly a... Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can... I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but... the people living... Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all... Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean...
I hesitate to part ways with...
Great! I got my wrenches and...
Well, I am glad to hear...
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his... Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters... I don't know anybody well. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about... Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask... Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, miss. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt some... That's what my dad...
You the new worker? Whatever. Foreman Granger, mind those words don't come out of your mouth. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. If you're not familiar with... Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by... Shame, though. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding... Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't miss. Eugene wasn't... Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so... Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What you... I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little... In other words, Edgewater... Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay... All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees. Which means he was approved for burial. Which means his papers went through. I'm just glad to put this whole...
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile? You don't know that. I could have been saying... Wait! No! Oh, damn it. She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Hey, you're hale and healthy and... Couple hours out of your day and some light sex... There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. I need you to bring... I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do... Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution... It is what it is. Town's got a limit. You will not find any guards within sight of... It is a reality. So... Silas knows, doesn't he? Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and...
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. And all I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than... How do I put this gently? I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you in... Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape. I'm paid better than Abernathy. That's...
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen it. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standard. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made... As broke as pie crust, friend. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas... Edgewater is built on the discipline and Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And... Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this open. Not a bad idea. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm a... What can I do for you? Oh? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't... Nature is monstrous, friend. Edgewater is... As the good vicar says, we're...
You wanna mingle? Huh? Reed would have wrote me up.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a bit. Lovely to see you about.
Thanks.
Been keep. Best to ask.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. That's the word,
What can I do for you? Hey, that's against regulation. What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay? What can I do for you? You know about... You probably heard it. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3... More than...
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious...
Desperate measures, Miss... I'm going to have to ask Silas to... Here you are. Gravesite... Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his... I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered Eugene overdosed on adrenatime. It's a miracle we can...
Fancy threads. That's some kind. You run in. Reliable. And I'll buy you a drink. Abernathy was sick? But... What? No. I needed his fees because of his name. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, Loza, but you'd be wrong. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. Work's been real good to me. Former people, yeah. Oh no. But you'd be wrong. Never.
you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the... Not if things are left... If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies... My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I just want to keep the writing out of layman. On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting... Glad... Thank you.
Coming. Got it. Yep, be right over.